men's gold medal bouts now. This one, a contest between boxers from Zambia and Tunisia. Approaching the boxing ring, burnishing that golden dyed fade, is the Tokyo Olympian Patrick Chinyemba from Zambia, 22 years of age. And a really exciting prospect. Unconventional, athletic, high ring IQ. His opponent is Alaeddine Zidi from Tunisia, the reigning three-time national champion of the North African nation. Two talented 22-year-olds going head-to-head in this gold medal bout to determine who will go through to Paris next year with that invaluable quota. We've got judges from Uzbekistan, Japan, India, Canada, and the United States scoring this one using the 10-point must system. So Patrick Chinyemba, 4-1 split decision victor, was the experienced Saeed Mortaji, but it was a sensational display in that semi-final. Susan Kopka of Germany checking the equipment. He really is a confident, exuberant, expressive boxer, Patrick Chinyemba. An abundance of talent. Alaeddine Zidi of Tunisia, preparing for his 4th bout of this African Olympic qualification event. 4th bout as well for Patrick Chinyemba, with both men having received byes in the first preliminary round, the round of 32. So we're underway then. The gold medal bout in the men's 51-kilogram weight class to determine who will go through with a quota place to Paris and the Olympic stage next year. The boxer wearing red, who fires out a long left-right combination which was just short of his attempted target to the body, is Patrick Chinyemba, Tokyo Olympian, who lost to the eventual gold medalist Galalia fight in the second preliminary round. Right hand scored by the man in blue off the back foot, and that is Alaeddine Zidi. There he scores with a right hand lead once again. Now slapping right hand out of that orthodox stance, and it was a terrifically competitive performance from Alaeddine Zidi that saw him box his way through to this gold medal bout, because he lost the first round unanimously against Ghana's Theophilus Alotti, but then came back to win in rounds 2 and 3 and take it on a unanimous decision verdict. So there's nothing wrong with this man's competitive spirit or his composure, and he started in confident mood here against the talented Zambian Patrick Chinyemba. Both men exchanging lead shots. Success to the head for Chinyemba, success to the body for Zidi. This one very much a game of chess in the first half of this opening round.
It really is. Both fighters almost have the same kind of style. And when you're boxing against an opponent like that, you're really trying to think about 3 moves ahead.
Chinyemba with a double phase attack, but look at that sneaky check right hand off the ropes from Zidi. And again, he equally exuberant. Oh, that's a cracking straight right hand, jolting Chinyemba's head back as he was looking to launch an attack. Chinyemba aware of that, and that is why he's looking to keep Zidi pinned towards the corner and get his get back. Now there's the right hand from Chinyemba. Tidy flailing shots from Chinyemba, from Zidi, catching his opponent with the inside of the glove and the forearm. 2 men standing stock still, wide-legged stances being adopted, scoring jab to the body from Chinyemba. Look at the concentration on the faces of both boxers as they're trying to draw that lead that they can counter. Chinyemba measuring his man with a jab, tried a right hand behind it, but was short of the mark on both occasions. Zidi with a right hand success. Chinyemba comes back and ends that coming together. Cracking left-right combination, followed by left from Chinyemba. Rapier-like punches of the straight variety from the man in red. Zidi comes back with a right hand, but hit by a check right hand, and another left-right from Chinyemba. Zidi keen to hold on, tie the man up, and get back beyond punching range just to think out his next assault.
Chinyemba did really well there, just catching his man off guard.
Right hand then running away, turning his back with a pirouette from Zidi. He thinks he's done enough. It was a competitive opening round. How will the judges score that one? I happen to think that the man in red got the better of it, but two very similar styles, and it's a 3-2 split in favor of Zidi, reflecting just how close and keenly contested that opening round was.
It really was a really close opening round. Like it has gone, it could have gone either way, and it really has.
So the judges from Japan and India preferring the work of Chinyemba, judges 1, 4 and 5 preferring the work of Zidi. Given how close it was, I thought that successful cluster of punches landed by Chinyemba with Zidi over by the neutral corner on the far side of the ring was just enough to tilt in his favor, but a 3-2 split, a fair reflection perhaps of what took place in that opening round.
Round 2.
So into the second round we go. Keep getting tangled between these boxers momentarily. This style of boxing, it's almost like walking on a tightrope, in the sense that any success that the other man enjoys is really apparent because of the statue-like postures that they're adopting. When you see a head go back when punches are at such a premium, it's really notable, as Chinyemba scoring with shots in between the flailing punches of Zidi there. He got himself in a tangle. Forearms, wrists, elbow joints going in, as neither boxer really finding the range during that attempted trade-off. But the stakes incredibly high. Left jab to the body was a scoring shot from Zidi.
This is fantastic boxing here. Oh,
Lead left hook landed from Chinyemba. May have been the more outstanding shot in that exchange. Left jab to the body, followed by straight shot success upstairs for Zidi after Chinyemba's left jab to the body scored a few moments before. Again, Zidi long with his attempted left-right, trying to draw in Chinyemba and launch those counters. Tried a sneaky left hand, the right hand on the pivot may well have got through to the forehead of Chinyemba. Again, that's not a scoring shot from Zidi. He's almost knocking, like he's knocking on a door, coming down with the knuckle like that.
Chinyemba's got the right idea here. Trying to back his man up on the ropes, so he has nowhere to go.
Look at that, that's like a rugby tackle as Zidi catapults himself off the ropes. Not the tidiest of contests in this second round. The styles cancelling one another out almost. Referee Susan Kopka, as Chinyemba scores with a left jab to the body. Scoring punches at a real premium in this second frame so far. Left jab to the body from Zidi. The right hand over the top was off the mark. Chinyemba off the mark with his attempted two-shot salvo. Again, there's plenty of activity, but precious few scoring punches. Zidi turning his head, takes the right hand as he was turning, and a solid left hook caused him to stagger backwards. Chinyemba knows it, comes forward with a wide-legged stance, threatening with that right hand. And again, where scoring punches are at such a premium, Chinyemba hitting after the command of break. Those two scoring shots from Chinyemba could turn this round in his favor. There's another left hook success for Chinyemba, and another one. Strong conclusion to the round for the man in red. Desperate to get his hands free. Zidi turning his back. Right hand on the bell from him. Now I think that strong conclusion to the round for Patrick Chinyemba will tilt this stanza in his favor. But what say the scoring judges? Remember, only judges 2 and 3 preferred the work of Chinyemba in the opening round. And Patrick Chinyemba has got the second round on a 4-1 split. So he leads 20 points to 18 for 2 of the 5 judges. 20 points to 18 for judge number 4 in favor of Zidi, and for judge number, and then 19 points apiece for judges 1 and 5. This one incredibly tight. It is incredibly tight because Zidi leads 2018 for 1 judge, Chinyemba leads 2018 for 2 judges, and the other scores are tied at 19 points apiece.
Seconds out.
So it has all come down to the final 3 minutes. Who will be able to execute their game plan, implement their strategy more effectively. A place at the Paris Olympic Games on the line.
Third and final round.
So into the third and final round we go of a contest that has come down to a 3-minute shootout. The reigning national champion of Tunisia, Alaeddine Zidi, took the first round on a 3-2 split. Patrick Chinyemba took the second round on a 4-1 split, and a right-hand left hook has deposited Zidi on the canvas, and referee Susan Kopka has waved it off immediately, not bothering to issue a count, and Patrick Chinyemba a KO winner. But now we have to turn our attention, and indeed our thoughts, to Alaeddine Zidi and hope that he is okay. Respectfully, Patrick Chinyemba subduing his celebrations, at least he was initially, because Zidi is being tended to on the canvas by the medical team on hand here at the Dakar arena. Patrick Chinyemba has secured passage through with that quota berth to his second consecutive Olympic Games. But our thoughts for the moment are surrounding the welfare of Alaeddine Zidi, who is knocked down heavily with a right-hand left hook combination. There appears to be a fair amount of distress. So Patrick Chinyemba get the sense that Zidi is okay, but he may have suffered a physical injury. There's hand caught in the ropes, and it looks as though it's a shoulder or a joint injury that he sustained as he was caught with his hand in between the strands. But seeing the distress that he was in, the referee, Ms. Susan Kopka, waving off the contest immediately. And it's Patrick Chinyemba who goes through to the Olympic Games in Paris next summer. He absolutely delighted. So too his coaches. And again, it's a physical sport. Chinyemba won silver at the African Olympic qualification events here 3 years ago, and becomes the first Zambian boxer to qualify for 2 consecutive Olympics since 2004. And here in Dakar, he becomes Zambia's first boxer to qualify for Tokyo, for Paris 2024. So Zidi finding himself pinned on the ropes, and while he was in that confined position because Chinyemba maneuvered him there, well, it was a right hand left cross, Zidi's hand caught in the ropes, sent to the canvas, and while on the canvas, not able to beat the count. Indeed, no count was issued from the referee. So distress and upset in the Tunisian contingent, amongst the Tunisian contingent up in the stands. It's something you never like to see. We can say that Alaeddine Zidi is conscious.
I think it's his shoulder.
It appears to be the right arm which was caught in the ropes. Of course, why ring geography is so crucial. When Larry Holmes fought Mike Tyson in the professional ranks, just beginning to enjoy success before he was sent to the canvas on a couple of occasions on what proved to be the knockout shot from Mike Tyson. Larry Holmes got his hand caught in the ropes when looking to launch a shot, leaving him completely unprotected. There is a man who booked his Olympic berth from Egypt, Omar El Awadi, up in the stands here. So we'll confirm Patrick Chinyemba will be going through to his second consecutive Olympic Games once we receive the announcement from the public address announcer here. More immediately, the medical staff on hand at the Dakar arena, just ensuring that Alaeddine Zidi is okay. And that, of course, the most important thing in such a physical sport like Olympic boxing.
Well, Chinyemba did really well there to back his man onto the ropes, put him into that vulnerable position.
You can see Zambian coaches perhaps intimating that an elbow injury has been suffered by Zidi. Make no mistake, there were shots thundered in while he was pinned against the ropes from Patrick Chinyemba as well. 2022 African Continental Champion. This tournament undefeated. Remember, in the men's weight brackets, it is only the gold medalists who go through. Patrick Chinyemba making it 4 wins out of 4 to secure the quota place to Paris next summer. Well, we're receiving word from the medical staff on hand at the Dakar arena that Alaeddine Zidi has suffered a dislocated shoulder. How many times have we seen that in the boxing ring? Annie Williams overcame a dislocated shoulder to score a victory for the ages over the late Mark Potter. George Groves sustained a shoulder injury, shoulder subluxation, dislocation in the latter stages of his contest in the World Boxing Super Series against Chris Eubank Jr. in Manchester. I was ringside to commentate on that event. Groves inconvenienced by the shoulder dislocation and had to see out the contest with one arm against a hard-charging Chris Eubank Jr. So it is a fate that can befall boxers. Remember, a Russian boxer suffered a dislocated elbow when trying to qualify for the Olympics, when she was boxing very well indeed, and there was a cry of anguish which haunted the entire arena. So it's not uncommon, thankfully not a frequent occurrence either. Real disappointment for Alaeddine Zidi, because he was very much in the contest. Remember, he was leading 20 points to 18 for one judge. Chinyemba was leading 20 points to 18 for 2 judges, and the other 2 scorecards were 19 points apiece. That's how keenly contested this contest was between boxers with very similar styles. It's Patrick Chinyemba, the 2022 African Continental Championships gold medalist at 51 kilograms, who was able to find a finish inside the distance. Alaeddine Zidi's distress compounded by the physical injury of a dislocated shoulder. So, Alaeddine Zidi, his quest for Olympic qualification comes to an end here. Really disappointing fashion for him. After suffering that dislocated shoulder, you can see that his corpus mentis, he must be in a tremendous amount of pain. You see the medical team have stabilized that right shoulder as we get official confirmation of the result.
In the red corner, representing Zambia, Chinyemba Patrick.
Patrick Chinyemba, KO victor, the 24-second mark of round number 3, saluting all sides of the arena here. First Zambian boxer to qualify for Paris 2024. First Zambian boxer to qualify for 2 consecutive Olympic Games since 2004. And just look at what it means to him. Silver medalist in the African qualification tournament in 2020. In the next edition, in the very same arena, he has gone one better because the qualification berth, the qualification criteria was tightened. Only the gold medalist would go through. And Patrick